Good morning, dear children. Let us continue the lesson Force and Laws of Motion. Force and Laws of Motion. Okay, today we are going to discuss the last topic of this lesson, that is conservation of momentum. Conservation of momentum. Okay, then what is momentum? Do you remember what is momentum? Momentum is the product of mass and velocity. Momentum is the product of mass and velocity. Okay, momentum is equal to mass into velocity. Okay, then the momentum, that is represented by the letter P, that is P is equal to m into v. Momentum P is equal to m into v. Okay, is it a scalar or vector? Momentum is a vector quantity. Momentum is a vector quantity because it has both magnitude and direction. So momentum is a vector quantity. Then you know the unit of momentum. What is the SI unit of momentum? Actually it is kilogram meter per second. Okay, kilogram meter per second is the unit of SI unit of momentum. Okay, the next we can see the conservation of momentum. Conservation of momentum. Here we are considering two balls or two objects A and B. Okay, here we are considering two objects or two balls A and B, each having mass ma and mb. Ball A has mass ma and ball B has mass mb. Okay, and the ball A which moves with a velocity ua and the ball B that moves with a velocity ub. Listen to it. Here we are considering two balls A and B, each having masses ma and mb, and they are moving with the velocities ua and ub. Okay, they are moving with the velocities ua and ub. Here we are assuming that they are traveling in the same direction along a straight line. Here we are assuming that the two balls A and B are traveling along the same direction in a straight line with the velocities what ua and ub. Okay, and next we are assuming that if there is no external unbalanced force, if there is no external unbalanced force and ua greater than ub, ua greater than ub, that means ball A moves faster than ball B. Okay, then what happens? The ball A that hits on ball B. Okay, the ball A that hits on ball B. That is, here what happens? The collision occurs. Hitting of two balls, that is actually called the collision. So the two balls A and B, they collide each other. Okay, they collide each other, and this collision that lasts for a small time t. This collision that lasts for a very small time t, and during collision the ball A that exerts a force on ball B. Okay, that is actually represented as FAB. That thing already we learned. Okay, the ball A exerts a force on ball B, that is represented by FAB. At the same time, ball B also exerts equal and opposite force on ball A, that is represented by FBA. Okay, that is during collision, ball A exerts a force on ball B. At the same time, the ball B exerts equal and opposite force upon the ball A. Okay, then after collision, ball A that moves with a velocity VA and ball B that moves with a velocity VB. Okay, have you got it? Here we are considering two balls A and B having masses MA and MB respectively. Let UA and UB are the velocities of ball A and ball B. Okay, and here we are assuming that if there is no external unbalanced force acting on these two balls and ball A moves faster than ball B, that means UA greater than UB, then what happens? they collide each other. Actually, this is the case before collision. This is actually before collision. This is at the time of collision. Then this is actually after collision. After collision. Okay. And during at the time of collision, actually which lasts for a very small time t, that time the ball A exerts a force on ball B, that is actually FAB. At the same time, ball B also exerts equal and opposite force upon the ball A, that is FBA, that is actually by Newton's third law. Okay. Then after collision, ball A moves with velocity VA and ball B that moves with velocity VB. Okay, listen to it. Then the momentum. Momentum is the product of mass and velocity. When we consider the ball A, then before collision, what is the velocity of ball A before collision? It is UA. So what is its momentum? Mass into velocity. So MA into UA. Okay, MA UA, that represents the momentum of ball A before collision. Okay, MA UA, that is the momentum of the ball A before collision. Okay, then after collision, that ball A that moves with velocity water VA. So after collision, its momentum is MAVA. After collision, its momentum is MAVA. Okay, that is about the ball A. Okay, when we consider ball A, before collision its momentum is MAUA. Then after collision its momentum is MAVA. Okay, because before collision it moves with velocity UA. So momentum is mass into velocity. So MAUA. Then after collision ball A moves with velocity VA. So its momentum is MAVA. Next we consider ball B. Then what is the momentum of ball B before collision? Before collision it moves with a velocity UB. Okay, before collision it moves with a velocity UB. So its momentum is MBUB. Mass into velocity. Its mass is MB. Its velocity is UB. So its momentum is MBUB. Then after collision, ball B moves with velocity VB. Then what about its momentum? MBVB. Okay, MBVB. That is, when we consider ball B, its momentum before collision is MBUB and its momentum after collision is MBVB. Listen to it. Okay, the moment when we consider ball A, the change in momentum of ball A is actually final momentum minus initial momentum. Okay, for ball A, its final momentum is MAVA and its initial momentum is MAUA. Then what is the change in momentum? Final momentum minus initial momentum. So we can write MAVA minus MAUA. That is the change in momentum of ball A. Change in momentum of ball A. Okay, when we consider ball A, its initial momentum is MAUA and its final momentum is MAVA. Then what is its change in momentum? Final momentum minus initial momentum. So MAVA minus MAUA. And in this actually MA is common. So MA into VA minus UA. Okay, MA into VA minus UA. That is the change in momentum. Okay. The next is rate of change in momentum. Rate of change in momentum. What is rate of change in momentum? Change in momentum by time. Okay, change in momentum divided by time, that will give rate of change of momentum. So here the change in momentum is MA into VA minus UA. So the rate of change of momentum is divided by T. So MA into VA minus UA divided by T. That is the rate of change in momentum of ball A. Okay, what is the rate of change of momentum of ball A? MA into VA minus UA by T. Okay, MA into VA minus UA divided by T. That is the rate of change of momentum of ball A. Listen to it. You know, by Newton's second law, the rate of change of momentum is the force. Okay, by Newton's second law, the rate of change of momentum is equal to the force. So we can write ma into Va minus Ua divided by T, that is equal to Fab. Okay, actually this is the rate of change of momentum of ball A, which is equal to the force exerted by ball A. That is ma into Va minus Ua by T is equal to Fab. Okay. Similarly, we can write the rate of change of momentum of ball B. Okay. The same way we can write the rate of change of momentum of ball B. That is mb into Vb minus Ub by T. This is the rate of change of momentum of ball B. mb into Vb minus Ub by T. Isn't it? Actually, that is equal to the force. Okay, that is by Newton's second law, the rate of change of momentum is equal to the force. So here, the rate of change of momentum of ball B, that is equal to the force exerted by ball B. So we can write mb Vb minus Ub by T is equal to Fba. Okay. The next, by Newton's third law, you know, Fab is equal to minus Fba. That we already learned. Okay, here the force exerted by ball A on ball B, that is Fab. And the force exerted by ball B upon ball A, that is actually Fba. Here these two forces are equal and opposite. So we can write Fab is equal to minus Fba. This is by Newton's third law. Then instead of Fab, we can write Ma into Va minus Ua by T. Okay, Ma into Va minus Ua by T, which is equal to minus, instead of Fba, we can write this one, Mb Vb minus Ub by T. Isn't it? Here instead of Fab, you know, Fab which is equal to this one, Ma Va minus Ua by T. So we can write Ma into Va minus Ua by T, that is equal to minus of Fba. Fba is this one. So minus Mb into Vb minus Ub by T. Okay. Okay, here actually in these two equation T there, we can cancel this T. Okay, so after cancelling this T, we can write Ma into Va minus Ua. Ma into Va minus Ua, that is equal to minus Mb into Vb minus Ub. Okay, Ma into Va minus Ua, that is equal to minus Mb into Vb minus Ub. Okay, the next we can multiply these two by Ma. Okay, or we can remove the brackets. So we can write Ma into Va, that is Ma Va minus Ma into Ua. So we can write Ma Va minus Ma Ua, that is equal to minus Mb Vb. Okay, minus Mb into Vb, that is minus Mb Vb, plus actually minus Mb into minus Ub. Minus into minus, actually it is plus. So plus Mb Ub. Okay, so after removing these brackets, we can write Ma Va minus Ma Ua, that is equal to minus Mb Vb plus Mb Ub. Okay. The next we can write this is actually MAVA. I write like same. Okay, MAVA, and when this minus MBVB that comes here in the LHS, so it becomes minus MBVB, that becomes plus MBVB. Okay, so MAVA plus this minus MBVB, when come this LHS, it becomes plus MBVB. Okay, and here this one MBUB, that is here actually on RHS, MBUB, and when this minus MAUA that goes on RHS, it becomes plus MAUA. Okay, so we will get MAVA plus MBVB, that is equal to MAUA plus MBUB. Okay, this thing can be written as this thing can otherwise written as what? MAUA, this one. MAUA plus MBUB, that is equal to MAVA plus MBVB. Okay. And here, what is MAUA? You know, the momentum of ball A before collision. And here, MBUB actually the momentum of ball B before collision. And here, this both, that is MAUA plus MBUB, that actually the sum of momenta of two balls before collision. Okay, the sum of momenta of two balls before collision is actually MAUA plus MBUB. This MAUA is actually momentum of ball A before collision. And here MBUB is actually the momentum of ball B before collision. And here we have MAUA plus MBUB. That actually represents the sum of momenta of two balls before collision. And here MAVA, what is MAVA actually? The momentum of ball A after collision. MAVA is actually momentum of ball A after collision. Then MBVB is actually the momentum of ball B after collision. Then MAVA plus MBVB, actually that represents the sum of momenta of two balls after collision. The sum of momenta of two balls after collision. Okay, and here this full thing, that is MAUA plus MBUB is equal to MAVA plus MBVB. Actually this represents the sum of momenta of two balls before collision is equal to the sum of momenta of two balls after collision. Isn't it? The sum of momenta of two balls before collision is equal to the sum of momenta of two balls after collision. In generally we can say the sum of momenta of two objects before collision is equal to the sum of momenta of two objects after collision. This is actually the law of conservation of momentum. Okay, this is the law of conservation of momentum. That is, according to this law of conservation of momentum, the sum of momenta of two objects before collision is equal to the sum of momenta of two objects after collision, provided no external force acts on the two objects. Okay, according to law of conservation of momentum, the sum of momenta of two objects before collision is equal to the sum of momenta of two objects after collision, provided no external force acts on these two objects. Okay, and this law can also be stated as during collision the total momentum that remains conserved. That means there is no change in momentum during collision. This is an alternative law for this conservation of momentum is. Okay, that is during collision the momentum of two objects that is conserved or being unchanged. There is no change of momentum during collision between two objects. Listen to it. There is no change of collision. Sorry, there is no change of momentum during collision between two objects. That is, the total momentum that remains unchanged, or the total momentum that remains conserved during collision. Okay. That is, here according to law of conservation of momentum, the sum of momenta of two objects before collision is equal to sum of momenta of two objects after collision, provided there is no external unbalanced force acting on them. Okay, the sum of momenta of two objects before collision is equal to sum of momenta of the two objects after collision, provided there is no external unbalanced force acting on them. Okay, also we can state this law in another way as the total momentum of two objects is unchanged or conserved by the collision. Okay, the total momentum of two objects is unchanged or conserved by collision. That is the law of conservation of momentum. Okay children, that is the end of today's class. Study well. There is problem there, that thing we can do on next class. Okay, thank you.